Welcome to Jessy Junction. I'm your host, MC Jessy, and I want to thank you so much for subscribing on Jessy Junction. Thank you also for commenting and telling me the kind of guest you want to see, and of course commenting on the video and telling me hii ilikuwa poa, nani alikuwa amekaa fiti, nilipenda nguo yake. Yeah, of course, thank you so much. Na wasi wangu wa majuu, asanteni sana. Na nimeambiwa nitume salamu mingi sana to my people in Australia. You guys know very well we had an amazing show in Australia. Parth, thank you so much. Yeah, Jeff, my boy MC Jeff, I appreciate you, Kinalau, and all the team in Parth. Thank you so much. And of course, also Melbourne, Brisbane, and Sydney. Joji Mkale mwenyewe, mwenye ana control Australia, Sydney. Asante sana, and thank you for watching this show. And God bless you so much. Mnajua, we are coming for round 2. The revenge missions. Mnajua nini ili happen huko? Huyo jamaa nikimpata atajua ajui. But thank you so much for tuning in to Jessy Junction. You always tell me the guest that you want to see. Of course, watu wameniuliza, hey, MC Jessy, kwani ni madem tu na interview? Come on. Kwani hamkuona ya BN? Si mliwatch video ya BN? Ni nini tena? Sawa basi, nimewasikia and I'm here with a super duper lady. Beautiful girl, once again. The first ever DJ. Female DJ actually. The first ever female DJ in Kenya. Top at the top. Figure yake personal. Sura. DJ. Ladies and gentlemen. The award-winning DJ, Pierra Makena. Nimekuintroduce kama DJ kwa sababu already watu wanajua you are also an actress.
Yes.
You are also a business owner.
Right.
You're an entrepreneur.
Right.
Na unafanya kazi sana na serikali.
I don't know how sister kusalimiwa kwanza. So nowadays I'm very careful.
As long as uko na pesa usalimiwe.
We wacha tu. But yeah, of course I work with the government.
Yes, yeah, she does a lot of events with the government. Namuonanga huko. Kwa video. So Pierra Mark, welcome so much to Jessy Junction. You're looking amazing.
Asante sana.
Yeah?
Yani I had to come. When
yeah.
Nipigia, I had to drop everything and come.
Yeah.
Najua tumetoka mbali, so I felt like we need to catch up.
Unajua ukisema tumetoka mbali. Si watu wanajua hiyo inafanywa Nairobi. So watu wanajua Meru ni mbali. So
what's that passes, gosh.
Sure. But it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Let me ask you. Mbona uzeeki?
But I'm 43.
Mbona ukai?
Well, hiyo ni swali ngumu. But you know, let me tell you something. I came to realize, because I get the question many times. Nikaanza ku find out. But angalia most millennials. Hawazeeki. Imagine, wako the same. Ukiangalia mtu sijui ulimpata 10, 12, 15 years ago. Bado wako vile. I don't know what it is that our parents did right that kept us like this. Ama maybe because we are not mnazitaje KFC babies or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know. So yeah, when you look at these millennials nini wako
yeah, I think you're right.
That's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, I'm a millennial, so I know. Right? Come to think of it. Look at it this way. You went to school. Where did you go to school in primary?
Bishop Imatthew in Meru.
Bishop Imatthew in Meru.
Yeah, Meru.
Was it boarding?
Boarding, yeah.
Bishop Lawi Imatthew.
Yeah.
Boarding. Then high school ukenda?
Chogoria
Girls. Meru.
Yeah.
Now, tuanze hapo primo. Bishop Lawi Imatthew. What was your breakfast? Porridge. What was your lunch?
Did I say porridge again? But yeah, githeri. It was githeri.
Porridge again.
Sasa ya
asubuhi ilikuwa ya white. Ya saa saba ya brown.
Unaeka strawberry juice, unakoroga with blue band. But yeah, our food was either kama si githeri. Did we even used to eat rice? Maybe once in a blue moon. Then there's motokoi. Ugali.
That is still
githeri. Exactly. It's the same thing.
And then sometimes
ugali here and there. I don't remember anything else.
All right.
But what I remember, the githeri really had good weevils.
Ama weevils ndio ilikuwa si.
I think so.
Weevils.
I think so. Hey, weevils used to be there, man.
Then we went to Chogoria Girls.
Yeah.
Chogoria Girls. What was your breakfast?
I think there was tea and bread. Well, yeah, I think so.
Basi ilikuwa.
Ama there was porridge.
porridge.
It was porridge, right?
Chogoria.
Chogoria.
Sasa chogoria imagine mlikuwa mnapewa mkate na nani?
We didn't.
Ilikuwa uji.
Really?
Uji.
Why do I feel like us guys used to have bread?
No, bread is what you give
Maybe
your
it's the
daughter.
imagination, yeah.
It's the imagination.
It's the imagination.
Alafu lunch ilikuwa nini?
Same thing.
Nini?
Do you remember something different? Either.
Githeri.
Yeah.
Supper.
Tasty though. Githeri.
Good.
Yeah.
Alafu ya githeri iko na nini hapo juu?
To weevils.
Weevils. Kwanza sisi tulikuwa tunachotewa ile ya juu.
Alafu unakubali.
Alafu unachukua githeri unaekewa. Unakoroga. So iko na nyama.
Alafu unajua ya juu ilikuwa na mafuta. So that's what you want. So
top
kama
layer.
unataka hiyo top layer mafuta lazima uchukue na to weevils.
Bas.
Kiasi.
That is the secret of millennials.
I think so. I actually think so. Because I was looking at everybody, even when I look at my classmates, they look the same. Azeki.
Yeah. Weevils.
Yeah. Weevils. So weevils is the secret. Now we have it.
Weevils is the secret to millennials. Because hata si tulizikula high school. I was in MEM St. Cyprian boys. Weevils day in, day out. Mpaka tuko tumezoea kama aziko mnauliza hai. Nini? What's wrong with this?
You're like, haina weevils na haina mafuta hata. Something is wrong.
Tunataka kustrike.
Gosh.
So you started acting in primary or high school?
Primary.
Yeah. Did you participate like in drama? Were you like the Pierra, Makena we have seen acting like?
I was pretty famous. Imagine in primary. Because first I used to do, PE.
PE?
Yeah. See, PE, it is easy.
Oh, see, Jessy. See,
I wanted to say, not acrobats. But yeah, I was very good at gymnastics.
Squeezy PE. In group of schools, in gymnastics.
Yeah. No, I used to do that. So I was quite famous with those. Somersaults and whatever, doing those things there.
Somersault.
My friend, I used to do those za kwenda hivi kabisa una land.
Wewe.
Yes. Imagine I was known.
Wewe.
I wasn't like this then. I used to be very tiny. Like I used to be that kid who's normally put on top kabisa. Then when we were doing for government shows, I used to be that kid who will hold the flag. Then so mimi nilikuwa na juu kabisa nashika flag. Nasema peace, then that I say love, then chini unity. It used to be cool. So I was that lovable kid wa PE. And then now I realized naweza fanya to solo verse here. Then I started doing nafanya naenda nationals. Hakuna mtu ananipita. So from Bishop Matthew we moved. I think you knew Bishop Matthew drama, right?
Yes, Bishop Larry.
Yeah, we used to go over to the same thing. It can happen now in high school. When I went now to high school, I think it became like really crazy because it used to be from your district to provincial, national, state house. Hivyo. Yani mpaka M1 was like huyu alipewa school fees.
Wala juu M1 Jessy.
Yeah.
Ni Moi.
The late. Yani
former president Moi alikuwa anaitwa
M1. Yani M1 alikuwa anakuja tu ni mimi naitwa kwenda kumake speeches.
So ujaanza kumit president the other day.
No.
State house wewe hata saa hii.
I'm telling you. It's not
like
mimi na Uhuru tuko hivi. Tuko hivi. Nilikuwa naingia huko every time. However, one thing I always remember, which was very sad to me. There's a time alikuwa amekaa Meru with the late Saitoti was the vice president, right?
And the minister for education.
Right? Yes. So when minister for education, then now when they came, kawaida yangu mimi yule mbele. Rais mtukufu, sijui nini.
Sasa uko mbele ya Moi sasa.
Kwanza alikuwa anakuja vile alikuwa nakamna magari.
Yes.
Mimi nilikuwa nakatika mpaka he has to stop. He has to stop there salimwe pesa, the usual.
Ngoja, mbona unakimbiza hiyo story ni kama
Saki, I don't want you to know where my wealth came from. But you know how he used to do it? Alikuwa na driver akiwapata hapo sasa.
So atapata moja anakuja, anapata kashule fulani hapo. Kana dance. So wewe ni soloist wa hiyo shule.
Exactly, yeah.
Sasa ni Bishop Lavi.
Bishop Matthew.
Unaimbia Moi hapo.
Yes.
Mpaka anasimama.
Yes. Anasimama, anatuongelesha, alafu anatupea.
Kitu.
Lazima.
Na ni wewe ulikuwa unapatiwa.
Alafu principal immediately.
Unampelekea? Did you ever used to get anything?
No. Yeah, but they used to treat us. Ukinunua quarter bread. Hey bro, tumefika. We are happy kids and forget about money and anything.
Jia kuimbia Moi.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I was telling you, what Saitoti said, like, he was so happy with me and he was like, this kid needs to, to be given scholarship and free education due to university nini hivyo. And then now me mjinga, I didn't follow up. But now I was in high school, so I was like, university sawa, me I'll go follow up university.
Now you go back from high school
Yes.
all the way.
From university, actually it's nilipewa university. I think I was in high school. Yeah.
So kama hangekuwa high leo, ungefanya nini? If he was alive today, and probably maybe he would have been the president.
I know. Let me tell you, hopefully they really do appreciate what us guys do. Ningemkumbusha. I'm sure he would have given me something to do from what he had seen me grow from to what maybe I'm doing. Evo, angenipa positions.
Or drama.
What?
Drama.
Culture.
Culture. Na gender. Upewe huko.
You know, something like that. Angeangalia tu angesema she deserves it. Tumeona mali ametoka.
Nimeona kutoka zamani. Hakiwa anaimbia mheshimiwa mtukufu rais. Na sasa apewe PS wa hiyo maneno anafanya.
Let me tell you, it would be so far. If I had that position, so you know me, I was a captain, eh?
Yes.
From when I was young, anyway. Long story.
Wait, but you are a captain in primary?
From 3, yeah.
High school.
High school. Yeah.
You know, most of the time, my captain, my prefect, high school, our pendwa.
No.
Nambona wewe
nilipendwa. Because actually, I don't know how little nilipenda, but I was a sweetheart somehow. There are those people, yeah. I think one, because I was not, first I was not very strict. Then I knew how to communicate with people. Mi sikuwa punishment, ati wewe ulikuwa unaongea, ati kuja hapa, kneel down. I used to converse with people. Find out the reason why they are doing whatever they are doing. Were they disturbed? You know, why did you have to do that? Like I used to have conversations. I wasn't a dictator.
Ulikuwa
I used to
dictator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so even me, I kind of no. I used to listen a lot to people, and then I used to do with them stuff. And then also, once in a while, I used to be caught in mistakes as well. So I was not perfect.
Unajitetea na drama. Una act.
Na
ulikuwa captain anashikwa na mistakes.
Yeah, like I was a normal student. So people used to relate with me. I was quite relatable. So, and then the principal sometimes weekends walikuwa wananiachia shule. So I'm done running the school. We don't even have a teacher on duty. Watu tuna clean, tuna spread nini, alafu sasa tunatulia. Yeah,
so
life is good.
Ukiwa captain, now that umeachiwa shule, okay, there's no teacher on duty, is Pierra Makena on duty. Did you used to make them wamalize preps, ama kuna vitu mlikuwa mnafanya different? Would you change the program?
I feel like I might get punished after this. Well, no, I know. Well, Prince Kasisi would find me right now. The way nimemita Kasisi sasa on TV. But her, you wouldn't change much. I know. Singe change much because your staff quarters were still close by.
Yes.
It's just that they're not bothered to come to school. However, anaweza show up anytime. You know the way they used unaskate vitu kwa dirisha yako. So yeah, would still do as per the timings and the timelines given for whatever it is we're supposed to do. But haikuwa as strict as when the teachers are there. Unajua unaweza soma ka novel instead ya kufanya assignments. Now you know
unawaacha.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you contributed to during your reign, you contributed to Chogoria girls kuteremsha marks zao from a mean grade of B to B-.
Actually, what happened since us guys left because of how far we had taken it, it's now a national school. That is, it's a kind of foundation. No, it's a kind of foundation we created.
Is what actually is needed in school to make people feel like,
right?
Relax,
yeah.
be you.
Yeah, be you.
Be you.
Yeah.
And then ikapandisha mean.
Exactly, yeah. And cultivate what is good for you. Even our teachers used to tell us, there's what you know is good for you, do it. If they look at you and they think you're good in mathematics, they push you. Sometimes you can be good in mathematics and not good in probably biology or something. So they will push you to go for what is good for you.
You're good at.
And then they were very encouraging, apart from Moja.
Mgani?
Don't want to talk about her. But like they used to encourage you a lot. Kwanza kama mimi nilikuwa drama.
Yes.
You can imagine, I'm a captain na niko drama na bado lazima nishughulikie vitabu. They were not so rough with me when it comes to books. I was as an average student, to be honest. Me, I was not an A student. maybe some subjects, but I was never an A student.
No.
So, and they were
You're
very
a
okay.
A-list DJ.
Yeah, A money making anyway.
telling
But basically, they understood where I'm at and they encouraged me from there. And they know if you get probably a B minus or you get at least, you'll still be okay. So they used to encourage people with what you are. Yani wako walimu wako na kuangalia na kuambia, you know what? You will fail and life has nothing, you know, like you won't get anything. No. You know, there are people used to do that.
Wait,
like that
you were never, in Chogoria girls, you never, hakuna mwalimu alikuwa anaambia watu hivyo?
Nimesema kuna huyo mmoja.
Huyo mmoja tu ndiye alikuwa anasema.
Huyo tu.
Hey, my school.
But hao wengine walikuwa encourage.
Tulikuwa tunashinda kuambia, you amount to nothing.
To not, like, I know. I
boys, the way you are talking there, you'll talk your life out of prosperity.
Guy.
Unasikia uchungu mpaka unarudi forward.
But funny enough, even me, that's what I was told by that particular teacher. Imagine. Alinipasha bana. I was like, that's personal,
so
but
that
it's
one
fine.
teacher that used to discourage you?
Quite. Not even drama, no, with my classwork. Because I think I used to be, when I got in my early years, I was very, very good in mathematics, like really good. I used to love maths from the word go. And then now I dropped, I think from a grade 2, from the way you can drop probably from a 96 one paper, you get 84 on the other one. And that was the end of it. Nikambo, it's because you've joined drama, it's because you've become a prefect. You will never, ukona maringo, mwalimu anakuambia hivyo. Imagine. And then I think from there I just started getting, discouraged. Napata tu, she was my teacher then. Every time niko off kwa class, by the way, grades zangu zilianguka hivyo.
Julie ends up feel this person doesn't encourage you.
Imagine, even me, I started feeling like I'm useless. You know?
You don't feel like you want to be in that class.
Yeah.
So what would you tell teachers? Because we have millennial teachers who are teaching younger people. It's like the Gen Alpha now. They're the ones in high school. Unaweza waambia aje walimu in terms of what you went through?
I feel like if right now I tell you 1 + 1, I ask you 1 + 1, and you say it's 2, I should show you how well you've done. Because people live by encouragement. You know what I mean? I tell you, Allah, Jessy, you're actually quite good. Then next time I tell you, Allah, you're pretty good in mathematics. And you just got 1 + 1. Keep encouraging them. Whatever the mouth says to these young people matters a lot. And it's what creates them. Ni kama saa hii mimi nikikwambia, oh, you have a headache. Jessy, unakanika uko na headache. Uko na headache. You'll start feeling that, you know. So I believe in the power of the tongue. What you speak to these young people, it really helps them, or it makes them who they are when they grow up. I don't know if you've read the book, The Secret.
I'm reading it.
No way. Yeah. Oh my God, your life is going to change after this.
I read a lot of audiobooks.
Imagine reading that, your life is going to change a lot, I can tell you, because it gave me a turnaround when it came to my life. The Secret talks about how people proclaim so many things by what they say. Unajua, you're like, sasa natoka hapa sasa na ni usiku. What if I get an accident along? It's in your mind. Utaipata, because that is what you're attracting. You keep attracting that. So it's the same thing with anybody who's surrounding our kids. Let whatever they say be very positive. Speak positivity to your kids. Anasema 1 + 1, you're like, you know what? I always knew you're a genius. That kid is going to be a genius. Next time unamwambia 2 + 2 = 4, you're like, what? I knew it. You're going somewhere. Keep encouraging them. But ukianza kuambia sasa ni nini hiyo? Wewe hata uwezi.
He will amount to
nothing. Unapata tu watu wako discouraged. And I don't know if to say this, but it's the same thing about boy child. Boy child ashughulikiwi. Everything is girl child.
Girl child empowerment.
Unapata when it comes to the millennial boy child, they are laid back. They're like, you do your thing. Because nobody concentrated so much on the boy child. That's why a boy child will come, is like, ati nilipe bill, I know. And feels nothing about it.
Yeah. Ama anakuambia, mi wacha nilipe yangu. Wewe lipa yako.
Yeah, so you are empowered. Do your thing. Because that's the way we did.
So you want to tell me, this empowerment of the girl child is what has brought about the men we have today in the society, when they don't have a problem being provided for by the woman.
I didn't say it, but...
So that's there.
But what do you think? What do you think?
There's some men najua, like some friends of mine, wanakaa vizuri sana. Their wives are earning and they're just comfortable driving them to work and back.
Right? Reason being, the girls were empowered. Everybody was told, girl power, girls empowerment, women can be nini tukanda Belgian. Was it Belgian?
Yeah.
For nini
Yeah.
equality, you know, like, and then you remember, don't forget that it's not only us guys, women who are hearing it. We are planting it on men as well. The men are hearing it that the girl child is is empowered. So you're like, oh, okay. Next, this girl is working in a bank. Then wherever bado you're struggling, you're like, oh, okay. As a man, you're like, okay.
So
seems like we're
does
comfortable
that
with this.
explain how in Nairobi, I don't know of other counties in Kenya, not all girls, of course, some girls are more inclined towards the Nigerian men? Because they come as, you know, like the men. I don't know whether in Nigeria they empowered their girls, but we find those men when they come here, they're so forceful and loud. Like, I will pay this one. What's the problem?
No.
You leave it. That girl is mine.
Yeah.
I'll treat her. What do you want? You have it. $1, I'll give you.
Yeah.
Of course, they'll take your money back later. But
no, that's funny.
they entice you, but baadaye,
Utajua.
But the thing is, they come out like strong men,
Yeah.
that they make the Kenyan men look like sissy boys.
That is true. That's one thing, yes. However, the kind of women who go for Nigerian men are not the independent, self-earning women. No. Because if a funny Nigerian comes, mi nitakuwa nishamsoma shaingia hiyo mlango nikasema, he comes, is like, hi, I'm like, bye. Immediately. Because you know what, me, I'm right here. I know what goes on in the world. I'm street smart, so I know. However,
empowered.
Exactly.
When
However,
your Beijing conference.
However, there are other women who will see him, check him there. They're like, Gucci, amounts money, $100, come here. You know, easy money for you, because why? He'll come here, he'll pop champagne, he'll give you the money, he'll give you whatever you want. Short-lived, there you are. But probably for another woman, it will be like, and then what's the future? After this, tunaenda wapi? What will happen after? You know, kuna questions. So I think the people who just say they love Nigerians, they think Nigerians are they eat, they have their own thing that they're trying to pursue. It's not necessarily that Nigerian men are better than Kenyan
I think,
men.
if you ask me, most, let me be a bit tribal, biased, bila woga. I think most men in Kenya just need to grow up in Meru. You know why? Meru men don't do that. Meru men, we are taught. Do you understand the Meru initiation process?
Yeah.
Like from boy to a man. That happens when you're becoming a teenager. In Meru, people think it's just circumcision. It is not just circumcision. It is a class you're taking.
I know.
Master class.
I know.
You go and learn how to treat women. Ndio hasira.
You guys are taught that?
Yeah, hatufunzangu kureduce hasira. No. In fact, here inaongezwa. But what you're taught is to be an alpha male. Taking care of your family.
Take charge.
Taking care of your woman. Taking care of your mother. That is why most Meru men will never be kept by a woman. Ni sawa bibi yako afanye kazi, but a Meru man will never borrow.
That is so true,
will
actually.
never ask
You're
the
right.
woman for the money.
You're right.
The Meru man is taught to provide, to be a provider, period.
Out of curiosity, I've been very curious, because you know me, I've been brought up in shags, and I see all that. So mkiingia huko kwa nyumba vyenye si usema, wanaingia kwa nyumba. Those are things you're taught.
Those are the things
I've always been curious, like so curious.
I'm sure I can't tell you everything, because the Meru men that are watching me know I'll be going against my oath.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we are taught to be like the leaders in our own lives, and also taking care of women. We don't. Meru men hawezi lipia mwanaume Meru bill. Takwambia kwani unaniona nikikaa nje? Hebu wewe leta hiyo. Hata afadhali afulize, lakini amaliza naye. If he's the one who called you on a date, he'll pay. But ukimwambia pia, let me take you on a date, ataangalia one utafika wapi. He might let you pay. But that chance is like close to zero.
Yeah, come to think of it, actually, I've never thought of it like that. But yeah, come to think of it, the Meru men.
From Meru,
yeah,
they're different.
Even when they come, baumanyomba.
Yes.
You can see
we
it.
come out to
Yeah, you see the
wanaume.
difference.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's why that culture is still there till today.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
it's
there's a
time.
problem in Meru with the mama governor. Watu wanashindwa sasa, we're supposed to take care of you, na wewe unatutreat hivi. So they feel like we're not understanding each other. So the male chauvinism in Meru is still there.
I see.
But the thing is, the boy child from Meru, anakwanga empowered at the age of 13.
Yeah, I've
So the
seen it.
Beijing
I've
thing
seen
happened to women. We supported them. Alafu tukamaliza. So the whole Kenya need to grow up in Meru.
it.
Hili wacha tuendelee ndio
Utaingia kwa shida, but yes.
Wewe una mtu unafaa utafute Meru. So now
I've actually never dated a Meru.
no wonder. No wonder. Bado una.
No.
Because hujasetiwa bar, hujaekewa standard. The one thing about Meru men, we are not very romantic. We even know ourselves. We struggle with it. Me, I struggle with romance. We are not very romantic.
You're actually not at
We
all.
are very loving. We are just so loving in excess. We are so giving in excess. But you could translate into what the Luo people about counterparts say, hey, baby, agal to
Hakuna. Kwanza Meru akisema hivyo, wanaweza cheka.
Juu sasa Meru atakwambia wewe nilikuoa, niliandika pale, niliweka signature kumaanisha nakupenda. Sasa unataka nishinde nikiimba nakupenda? Si urudi hapo kwa signature uone bado iko.
Let me tell you, do you know it's so strange that I love Meru so much?
Yeah.
And I love Meru so much that if I dated one, I would feel like incest. Imagine. Like, yani, I would feel like, I'm dating, I feel like my brother. Imagine. Like the way we are so tight.
No, honestly,
you know what I mean?
feel the same way with Meru girls.
Yeah, like me when I go somewhere, for example, I think when we went to Qatar and one of the guys working in the office was Meru.
Yeah. You felt
bro, me, I thought it's my brother.
Yeah.
Mpaka I'm like, na sasa ukitoka job, can we go for lunch? When can we meet? Then I'm sure the guy was like, sasa huyu. She really had at me. But I was feeling like it's like my brother.
Even for me when I meet these young ladies from Kenya, from Meru and in Nairobi, I feel like helping them.
Right?
Nasikianga kuwasaidia na no. Kamware are Kenya, no, don't do that. People do this.
Yeah.
Nasikia kuwa advice.
You feel like it's family.
Yeah.
Right.
It was.
That's
the
why.
last girl I had alikuwa anaitwa Nkirote. I
You
think that's
and
the reason
Kirote,
why
oh my
it was
God.
because I felt like I was with my sister, man.
That's it. That is it. Imagine.
Because we're still buddies still today.
Yeah. And you can take care of her.
And she didn't get married to Ameru.
See?
Yeah.
So you guys were really not meant to be. Oi, nago na Kirote oku. So you try.
Kirote, my girl. But so now, after high school, you went to campus, right?
Yes.
You went to KIMC or Nairobi University?
KIMC. Actually, what happened, I wasn't going to KIMC. Meaning, when we did the last national festival drama, I think it was in Kusto. National festival was like Kusto. When we did that play, I think that you like a lot. The portrait, not the portrait, ile
play moja.
You remember the one that was making you cry all the
Ukafanya
time?
nikalia.
Yes.
Enda pole.
That's
Mulifanya, wacha niseme be personal so that guys who are watching can understand. So guys, this girl was acting in a play. She was ahead of me in a class moja, high school. And mi niko nyuma yake. Then she's the most beautiful from Meru. Then wameshinda, Chogoria girls wameshinda, wako nationals. Then the whole of Meru, mimi pia, Jessy, nimeshinda na solo verse, nimeenda national. Nimeingia kwa hall. Chogoria girls wameitwa, wamefanya play. Nani main actor? Pierra Makena. Alafu wakaingia wakaanza kuimba. So kaka act. Ulitoanga mimba, I think, kwa hiyo play. I can't remember, but it was a sad scene, and a bleed, nini. Alafu the crowd behind, wakaanza kumwimbia. Enda pole, mama, enda pole. Mama, enda pole, mama.
I don't even remember that. Oh my gosh.
My friend, the whole hall ilikuwa imenyamaza.
I remember.
Because you know, umeact. Then it was the last play. That day.
Yes.
Yeah.
That day.
Nimesema ni explain
So
from
guys,
this side. Ndio watu wasikie. Juu ukiongea watu.
Now guess what? That last day when you were there, guess who else was there? KBC. And guess who else was there? Nation Media,
Yes.
which was the Nation newspaper then.
Yes.
And a guy called Anthony Njagi,
Yes.
I would never forget his name,
Yes.
was there.
Uh-huh.
And then now KBC was there. I finished, they would come and tell me, good job, and go, good job. Like everybody was just on my case. And then this Anthony Njagi came, he took a picture of me. I think I was doing like this. I have it, it's so old. I was doing something like this. And they put me on the front page. My friends. Hey, sema kuwa famous in the village. And then now, mina niko tumenda back to school later, mina fanya nanza exams. Mina ambiwa unaitwa staff room. Unajua ukitwa staff room haikuangi mzuri.
Unajua unaenda punishment.
Yeah, nikaenda. Mina pata watu wa KBC. They're like, oh, would like to have you. There's a new show we are trying to do for KBC. Would like to have you. Working in KBC was like impossible.
Yeah.
I was like me.
It was the state broadcast.
Guy. And then the principal, the lovely Kasisi, did not tell me until I finished my paper. Imagine. Because she knew maybe I would be very excited or whatever. So she waited for me to finish my last paper. And then akaniambia. So I was like, aya, why not? Kuja KBC this and this day. Mina najua hata Nairobi ni wapi. I was like, sawa, mimi Nairobi tu nilikuwa najua.
KICC.
That's it.
Kukuja drama na state house.
Zero. The nothing else. Hata ungeniambia kuna place inaitwa Kilimani, singejua. So I called my dad.
Don't worry, that time Kilimani haikuwa spoiled.
Now we live there anyway. So, do you know, I told my parents were so happy that they told me go. I was 17. Kanambia enda. Alone. Mimi yoka mzigo nikaenda kwa aunti yangu Ngong. I used to, barabara yangu ilikuwa Ngong, walk from railways, KBC. Hivyo. Hata nikitan kidogo hivi niangalie Sanford, nimepotea. Imagine. So
lazima uangalie mbele.
It used to be like this. Unapita hivi, unaingia KBC, unatoka hivi, railways, unapanda 111, Ngong. That's it. That's how I worked. Imagine. Alafu saa kuingia KBC, they realized, I think this is her path. Because me, I was waiting to join KMTC. I wanted to do medical because I really wanted to be a pediatrician, which I realized right now I can't hack. I love children too much. Like, to see children. Them go through. I can
attest you love Gen Z children because you play music for them in the club. They love it.
No, I thought you
wanna cheese. That's a good treat.
Let me tell you, I love urban tone and I love these young boys. My boyfriend is 22.
A pediatrician.
At least you didn't finish with a file, a pediatrician. But anyway, so I love kids so much.
Wakasema ndiwi mtoto.
They're like, you know what? Try KMC, mass communication. So I was like, no, I really want, to do. Yeah, I want to be a pediatrician. I love kids too much. Anyway, kusikia KMC, ati hawana space. I was like, what? So for me, it was a challenge. So KBC wrote a letter, tukaingia.
Wakapata space.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh yeah, because it's government thing.
Yeah. So tukaingia KMC. So I used to study and work at the same
time.
It
was hard to join KIMC.
Yeah. KMC ungeingia.
Yeah.
Ungeingia. Yani it was one of the hardest places to join alafu so unaingia unapatana nani? All the stars you see on TV, man.
Yeah.
Bro, like I couldn't believe my life was changing like that. And that's how I think I found myself in media. Yeah. And then now I hold everywhere. After kumaliza na KBC, Metro, nikaenda Citizen, kuanzisha, we did YFM, 1FM. Like I've really been
you've done a lot of radio.
Yeah, radio and TV as well.
You did so much because you were acting.
Yeah.
You were on radio and also you're presenting on TV.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, hiyo yote umefanya the dream of every young girl. Anataka kukua this TV girl. You are there. And then ukajiambia, you know what?
I'm
done. I want to be a DJ. When hata DJ haikuwa kama saa hii. What influenced your decision? Like, ni nini ilikuingia ukaamua, I want to be the DJ. First ever female DJ in a male-dominated society ya ma-DJ ya industry yenye ilikuwa na kina DJ Styles, DJ John Rabah,
kina Nijo,
kina Space, Pinye. And then you just got there.
It wasn't easy, bro.
Oh,
There was no
delight.
Yeah.
You Simple Simon.
I'm telling you, those
older guys.
Where you just said that, I remember what I went through, man. Trying to be a DJ.
Wow, what made you want to be a DJ?
So what happened, me having been first brought up in Meru, I've never stepped my foot in a club till I was actually 20.
Older.
Yeah,
20.
I can't say I entered a club before. I think the first time I entered a club I was in KMC.
Ukiwa 20?
Yeah.
Na sasa hiyo ndio watu ingia club.
Really?
20, yeah. In fact, you started.
Have you seen 19-year-olds? Squeezy kwani mimi nachezea tunani kwa club? Wait. 20 na si ile ya kuingia nini, because Chris Kira.
Yes.
Chris Kira used to be at KBC. So Kira, when we entered KBC, the first thing alitukalisha chini, because we were like two of us were young, 17, and then now there was remember kina Lindy? Lindy alikuwa Tausi, like we were really young. Alitusomea. Tuambia all these people, they want to feed on you. If you want to put yourself there, but you will come out of there, HIV positive. Sijui what, bwana unaona club hivi, unakimbia, mtu anakusalimia, unatoroka. Which I think, to be honest, was good for us. Nikienda, tuseme time ya tacos, like club, I never used to go dance. Na tulikuwa na time ilikuwa 10. You go to a club until 10.
Yeah.
That's what Kira had given us.
Watu wanakaa mpaka.
No, Kira, 10, ukipatikana 10
Chris
nje.
Kid Chris Limited.
Yeah, Kid Chris.
Huyo ndiye sasa alikuwa mwalimu wenu anawaambia kama ni club 10 o'clock I'm coming to see you.
Tokeni. Imagine. So that's how I used to do. So me, I used to go, I sit at the booth with the DJ who's there. So me kazi yangu ilikuwa inaenda tu, I used to go through the CDs.
Ile album.
Yeah. And I get so excited about the music. That's when I knew I loved music, like listening to it, trying to do what they're doing. That was like almost now 25 years ago.
Wow.
Hiyo nilikuwa kitambo.
Kitambo.
Then nikamaliza Citizen, I was working at Scanad. So when I was working at Scanad, once somebody approached me to start a radio station for them. I was like, okay, why not? And I have the knowledge. So I went, nikaanzisha hiyo radio. And then they were like, you know what? How about you do a mid-morning show? Then I sat, I'm like, there's Seth, there's Carol Matuko, there's all these things. I'm like, how do I become different? I think that was 2009 to 2013. Yeah, within that period. I was like, how do I become different? I was like, how about I become a radio DJ? Like play. I thought it was a joke. Until I shared it with my friend, Telewa, the kissing bandit?
Yeah.
John Telewa.
Yeah.
He was like, that's a good idea. I actually have some decks. Tukaanza pole pole, 2009, 2010, 2013. Nikipractice tu, nikitrain, alafu tunaenda tunapiga hivi. Then one day Space and Nijo wakaniona. Nikijaribu.
DJ Space. The legend.
Yeah, do you remember Smirnoff Experience?
Yes.
Wakanitoa kaniambia.
Walikuwa navaa white.
Way, that thing used to be dope.
EBL rudisheni.
Imagine.
I used to MC that thing of Smirnoff Ice. I used to love it in Mombasa.
Yeah.
White Sands.
Man, alafu watu wamevaa white.
Mimi Smirnoff Ice, EBL ndio walinipelekanga mimi. My first time ever kuingia White Sands. Ilikuwa Smirnoff.
Are you serious?
I was a rookie MC. Because the MC that was supposed to come, hakukuja, he didn't catch the flight. Alikuwa nani? Mitch wa Uganda. So mimi nikaangukia tu some kachik wenye nilikuwa najua from church. But kalikuwa kanawaki EBL. Akaniita, akasema, I think I know someone who can do this very well. So I was available. There were no MCs. Nikaenda. Mimi nikabukiwa ndege Kenya Airways. First time ever. By a Nigerian CEO. Nimesahau alikuwa anaitwa nani wa EBL. Sijui Zani or somebody. Nikaenda na KQ. Nikafika, nikabebwa. Nikapelekwa White Sands. Hawajui mimi ni mshamba. Nimekaa Keno kwa Mbezi sita. Nalipanga 1500. Lakini sasa hivi hapa niko Kenya Airways. Ndio hiyo mimi White Sands. Alafu nikaenda nikakuta watu wanavaa nguo za white. Let me tell you, sikuwa na nguo za white. Mimi ni nani? Luckily, White Sands, ama chef wao wanavaanga white. I just went to nikabefriend boys fulani hapo. Mpaka sasa yuko huko, is an executive chef at White Sands. Anaitwa Chef Okombo. Ukienda upate chef Okombo ama chief Okombo ndivyo anaitangwa. Alikuwa myang your time. He gave me nguo yake ya cook white. Mimi nani nimevaa MC akivaa white kama cook. Mtakumbuka cook? Si mtasema cook ndio wanavaa kama ma MC. Si MC amevaa kama cook.
Are you serious?
Ni cook wamevaa kama MC. Yeah, and the guy was nice to me. That's why we're still friends.
And I'm sure everybody thought it's swag.
Yeah, it's swag.
So,
Nikaingia, of course ilikuwa imefed ya mafuta ya kitchen ya White Sands, lakini nobody saw. Malight hizo za Sman of Ice. Nikaingia, nikapata ma DJ huko kina Pinye nini. Hata hakuwa ananijua nishudu MC ni mgani. Hata sikuwa na jina. Nilikuwa naitwa Mudhomi.
Oh.
White Sands. That's why I remember Sman of Ice. Yeah,
Sman of, that was good. A lot of money.
Pesa. 60,000.
At that time.
That time was like 600k. Nilipewa nikakuja nikanunua TV.
With the money.
Nilienda Luduli nikanunua TV. Nikaenda hapo mbele kwa matatu. Siku na dere, afka kiti, then me. Nikalipia hii kiti, nikashika TV yangu hivi. Mpaka Kino. Nikafika, nikaenda, nikaiconnect. Ayoni. Kumbe nilisahau aerial. Sikununua aerial that time. Aerial, that TV used to have aerial. So nikarudi tena Tao. Kununua aerial. Kapewa, nikarudi. Ka-connect, kaona. Nakwambia usiku sikulala. Niliona TV. Niliwatch.
Na sasa ilikuwa KBC peke yake ama ilikuwa hizo channel zingine?
Kama nzima mimi. Just switch me off, bro. Ushaiona TV mpaka unashinda hapo utoki kwa space of hizo nimeiziona. Niliwatch hiyo EBL Sman of experience.
I think EBL really sorted many of us, eh?
Yeah, so that's
watu wengine. The Sman of so Nijo and Space wakanita. They're like kuja tukupe set 10 minutes peke yake. My first big crowd ilikuwa Carnival. I was like no. They're like no, just come do it. I was like, are you sure? Kaniambia kuja. Nikaenda. I played only 2 songs. I mixed one song to the other song here. Crowd.
Yeah.
Ajeyo na mwanamke amefanya hivyo.
Yes.
Watch a guys cheered. Na mimi I was like, oh, that's it. Kaende Florida. Nikaanza kucheza Florida.
What?
Remember Florida?
Yeah.
Florida used to be where every DJ used to start.
Yeah.
Every good DJ alikuwa ameanzia Florida. Now, I'm a female. No other female DJs wanasikikana huko.
Yeah.
In a club. Na nikienda kucheza si ati nitaenda kucheza kama niko covered up. It's a club. You have to dress up, right?
Dress up ama you have to not dress.
You have to look good and less
not dress.
No, you can't.
So unafunga tu hapa. Kwani sina kuonanga
unakumbuka.
Huwa nimekufollow.
Kijana kumbuka.
Na
kufollow. We used to wear that. We still wear. I mean, if you're sexy, just front it. Right? Anyway, but what I'm trying to say is that you had to wear something like that.
And you know it. Yeah.
So we used to wear something like that. So you go to a club.
So hiyo ni umevaa tu ka bra
na a bralette. Not bralette. Yeah, ni top.
Alafu
unavaa low waist. Alafu unavaa beads.
Unavaa beads kwa waist.
You know? Alafu sasa unaenda unacheza.
Wacha kucheza hapo kwa beads. Umebarikiwa na
kwa hivyo
so zina land hapo juu ya ukitembea beading.
Sasa unasema.
No. I'm trying to let audience understand how you looked. Pierra anakaanga hivi. Yeah.
I'm small. What do you?
Hii shot tuonyesha usiku.
I'm small like
you're small luku.
And that's why I look tall. I'm actually not tall.
So beads. Oh, the height.
Yeah.
Iko hapa kwa mimi nimeweka pillow. Pierra amekuja yake natural. So normally actually people think I'm tall. Yeah. So ukaingia hapo umevaa beads.
Yeah.
Na lowest.
Yes.
Na haga zako na watu wako.
Nikacheza watu wakapenda na mimi nilikuwa napiga show na mimi. Play. I'm still learning. Let me tell you. People decided, oh, so this chick is actually a hoe.
Huh?
Yeah. She's a stripper. She's in a club with music. Let me tell you, the drama I did not get. oh, mtoto wa nani alishakuwa malaya, oh, sijui nini, ako kwa club, yuka kwa club siku hizi. I went through, do you cuss on your show? Okay, I went through hell. I went through
that's not cussing, just say it.
Like I went through shit, like real shit. My parents were like, we, achana na kitu. Because now inafikia wazazi, oh, ye uko tu kwa club, siku hizi anapiga mziki huko, ni kamalaya, sijui nini.
Kwanza Meru wakishika story.
Yeah. Now, that is not enough. Now, those are the people who are saying that. Now, there's the male people. Okay, wait, let's not come to church. Now, there's the male people, the male DJs.
Yes.
Who are like, okay, who the fuck is she? Why is she the one being called for gigs? Ni nini? Anafikiria? Oh, unafikiria unakuja kutake over by storm. Ikaanza. Huyu hata hezi cheza. Anaenda tu kutuangua kwa club ndio apate nini? Ikaanza story. So, and I can show you like messages of DJs who are spreading that kind of hate. Just for me to get out of the business and out of the scene. You know, some would actually even come and verbally tell me, you know, as a chick, I don't think this is your thing. Do you see there are no female DJs? Because it's not a space for whatever. I mean, I'm like, you know what? I already made up my mind to go that direction. I'm going. Me, I love a club. The more the clubs call me, the more experience I get, the more confident I get. So next thing, naona nimeitiwa concert. Alafu unajua vile mimi nilikuwa napiga show zangu. Napiga show napanda juu ya decks. Nakatika. For me it was for fun. But now people thought, who you?
Anajiuza.
When I went commercial, exactly, I went commercial 2013 as a DJ. Commercial, meaning I'm not doing anything else. I resigned from Scan Group just to concentrate purely on DJing. Since 2013, sijaifanya job ingine. You know, like, okay, well, apart from my other things, but I've never gone back to employment. So telling you it's something that works. You get? So, me, I was like, you know what? I need to set an example to any other woman who wants to become a DJ. By one, not giving up. Two, nisikue malaya. I'm not going to get a job because this guy wants to do this. Sijui afanye nini alafu ndipo anipe kazi. I was like, I promised myself for the future of female DJs and my kids, I will never sleep with anybody to get a job as a DJ. Or I will never compromise myself. And until today, Jessy, in front of all these cameras, I've never compromised myself. Ask anybody. Ama if there's anyone who can come out and say, by the way, you know, I had you to get this. Imagine no one who can do it. And I'm still standing, making money, still top female DJ, and unwavering. And guess what? I have many other female DJs behind me who I've nurtured, others who have looked at me and said, you know what? If she did it, I can do it. Give me my flowers or not, I don't care. But there are people who I'm sure I set example. Like I was a model for them. They looked and they're like, she did it and she's made it. Then we can make it. I was judged by the church, but nobody came out to tell me, oh, my backslide. You know me, I used to sing in the church.
Methodist.
Yeah, please, I was big in youth. That doesn't mean I'm not. But there, you know, Jessy, I'm saved, eh?
Yeah, you said you can't be here, come on, upendi Mungu.
Imagine that my relationship with God is very strong. And people will never understand that, and that's why I'm very easy with it. When people look at me and go like, who are you? Who are you? Kashetani. But I'm not. So my relationship with God is
how was
very
the
different.
relationship between you and your mom, your family, and your dad? About what you're going through. Did they support you? Did they support what people were saying? And of course, these stories got to them. That mtoto wenu amekuwa malaya, amefanya hivi, amefanya hivi. What did they tell you? Did they encourage you to keep going? Or why did you keep going? And what did you do to make sure they are comfortable and just wait and see you prospering and become who you are today?
Now, the good thing about my parents, they watched me grow as a child. You know, like they were watching my baby grow. And you're like, akakako talented. So anything she does, unajua yenyewe, hiyo imetoka utotoni. My parents watched me grow like that. They knew I'm meant for the world and I'm meant for entertainment. So even when I came and said I want to be a DJ, they were not surprised. They were like, go for it. And then they know the way they've raised me. My parents know, hata kama wangeniacha hapa with whatever kind of, ikue drugs, ikue ushirati, I will not fall for it. Why? Because of the way they've brought me up. Hata wakiniachilia kuja Nairobi peke yangu, they knew she's good enough by herself to do it. So when I made that decision to do it, she did, then my mom, because my dad had passed on, she didn't judge me those ones of like, wewe, hapa nimekuweka, nimekuseti, ama nimekuruhusu kwa club. No, she didn't. She just used to tell me once in a while like, unajua kuna ukimwi? Like she'll get me, but she'll never tell me don't do this or don't do whatever. And when I come back, mimi ndio hiyo church. My life still went on, and then people realized, oh, okay, it's actually maybe just a career. There's nothing. And anybody probably had looked at me and is like, kwa sasa kama ingia kwa club, ebu tukatafute, they would still part of the same kind of world. Like it never changed me as a person or my behavior or who I am. I'm still the same hard person, the same girl I used to be. The one who got up in church. God-fearing church. Yeah, a God-fearing church-going person. Just that a DJ was added there.
Now, do you still face the same criticism today? Do people still look at you the way they looked at you that time and judge you? Ama sahi watu walishakubali, maisha ikasonga, it's all about DJ Pierra, the number one female DJ in the country.
Watu wametii. Hata nikienda home, I'm celebrated. Young people look at me with respect. Also, I think that comes with money. Also. That time you didn't have money, right now you have money, you're cruising in and whatever. So people look at you a bit differently. However, I think with the way tumefika sai, tuko area Gen Z, you know, like things have changed.
Yeah.
Guys know if you're a DJ, that doesn't mean you're this. So we've become accepted. So guys are looking at me like it's a career. Kwanza they come there like, oh, my child wants to be a DJ, utamtrain. Msichana wangu anataka kunini, umeanzisha shule tumlete, you know, like that.
Yeah.
The same people who pointed fingers at me, you get. So I think right now.
So the society moved to an extent that people moved.
Yes.
So the negative thoughts are no longer there.
No. Right now being a DJ is a positive thing.
And you are one of the most sought after. Actually, you are the most sought after female DJs in the country. Nikienda event bande Pierra. Ukiingia hivi at club, usidi the top. Like tonight, you're going to do your gig where? Immediately after this,
at Ibiza.
Ibiza, like the top, one of the top clubs.
Yeah, one of the best clubs.
Best clubs in Nairobi.
Yeah.
So when you go to the best of the places in Nairobi, you obviously will find Pierra Makena.
Yeah.
If not Pierra, maybe mtu mwenye ametrainiwa na Pierra if it's a female DJ. How does that make you feel now that after all what you went through, ukapitia hizi challenges zote, and you are lucky that time hakukuwa na online. Sana.
But unajua nilikuwa nachapa Twitter now later, yeah.
You've gone through cyberbullying.
Oh my gosh. Not even the one when I gave birth. The one when I started getting a lot of jobs. And you see someone would be like, okay, gender balance. Nani ataitwa? I'm the female DJ. So kuna na male DJs Pierra. Everywhere Pierra. And I remember one time, I was performing at AOC Kitambo, probably like couple of years back. I was performing for a presidential event, right? Just when the DJs had just come on, some equipment. Unajua Kitambo ulikuwa na connect like a lot of cables, nini.
Yes.
And I performed with a controller, the tiny one that you only need 2 plugs. You know, so, and you know how when we are doing the State House events, you normally do half live. So the band is playing and you as the DJ, you're playing.
Yeah.
And I did it. A DJ who was there, who was upset that he did not get that job, paid guys on Twitter to troll me and say that I was not playing, I was pretending.
Oh, because you came with the
small nini.
Wewe ukombele digitally.
Exactly.
Yeah, bado kwa zile
and then if you know very well about those events, you only play like 3 or 4 songs.
Yes.
So you don't even need to DJ per se.
Yes, it's just events is simple. Entertainment tunafanyanga kitu kadogo and that's
very short. So let me tell you, I was trolled. I was trolled, and I remember the following week I had an event for EABL, a big event. Client akanipigia kaniuliza what is going on? Nikamwambia, my entire life I've received criticism as a female DJ. Anytime I make a milestone to get somewhere, someone will come out and do something. We'll even pay. I've had people who've been paid And anakuja ananiambia, by the way, tulilipa 500 per person to push this trend of yours. Somehow, I think it's God's favor. It always gets back to me. Do you know what that ABL person told me? We're actually signing you up for more events.
Because of this?
Yeah, because of that. We've watched you grow. We've seen you play. We appreciate your work. You know what? Keep going. I could not believe. I was like, what? Really?
Pesa ikakuja ukasahau trolls.
Imagine, na nikasahau. Mtu hata akisema nini aliza. I'm like, how much is what? Don't even bother. Don't even bother to troll me. Because I realized anybody who says something that is mean, especially online, they want to put you down. But if somebody genuinely, Jessy, you want to correct me, you will come. Chini. You're like, hey, Pierra, do this and this and this. Privately. But if you say it publicly, aunitaki.
Yeah.
So for me, anybody who ever
and
comes to me,
if I'm the one posting online about you, it means I'm the one with that particular problem.
Yeah, it's a you problem, not me. So for me, my first fear of trending, I think that kind of now solved it. Nowadays hata nikitrend. Imagine I don't even fear. Mi hata niambiwe sahi, Pierra una trend. Nauliza ni wapi? Ati X. Wanasema ati wewe na nani? I'm like, sawa. Hiyo hata simjui, but sawa. Hebu niangalilie numbers kama zinapanda. Hivyo tu. Yani I got used. Mpaka the other time, I was with my media team and I was like, guys, hatuja trend in a long time.
We need to do something.
We need to do something. Ama go get those people, trigger some of those people to go pay somebody to come and troll us about something. You know? So, but hiyo ya nini hiyo state was youth because I don't know if we were with you that event when the retired president Uhuru
Kenyatta,
when I was playing and he was so happy that it's a female. I think I was one of the first female to play, and he was so happy and he was like, you know what, I'm grateful for the gender balance that now we have a female DJ. And in it, hey, bro, ilileta shida. Niliambiwa vitu. Yani we are so unfortunate as women.
Ukaambiwa hata umekuwa demi yake.
My friend, so you know Twitter, your stories zote. I'm like, guy, if ever we can get a break from when you achieve something that people think it's a favor that you've been done for. Not, si ati ile Mungu amekubariki akasema, you know what, this girl, let her take it. Yani si wewe umemake it. Either umelala na mtu ama umefanya nini. Yeah, it's never
for women. I can imagine how sad it is. Unajua sisi tukitroliwa wanaume, hata ukiambua umelala na huyu, zinatokea kama sifa.
Yeah, of course for you guys.
Imagine mimi nikiambua Jessy umelala na Pierra, umelala na so and so celebrities.
That's me.
Hiyo story ni uongo,
lakini kuna vile
ni ukweli.
No, do you know I've gained that thick skin? Nowadays I feel like a man.
When they say you did
mi kwanza mtu ananiambia, you slept with who? I'm like, is he a millionaire? Check me out. Yeah, if that makes you happy, well and good. You know, like nowadays I embrace things because it's you. Ati umesema nini? Nilifanya? Sawa, you know me well. Sawa, me moving on, mi naenda kutafuta pesa. So nowadays I don't care so much about what people like I used to before. I'm very easy. Mi hata nisikie nini imesemwa sahi. Imagine, I don't know why.
Now you are raising a very wonderful, talented, very beautiful kid. I think she's the loudest in this country.
I know. She's
the most talkative in this country, the most trendy on TikTok as a child. And you're raising this child. How are you handling that, her fame? Of course, she'll be coming for the show next because I want to have an interview with her
nice.
privately.
Oh, gosh.
People have asked me, tutaangalia hizi comments hapa, bado watasema leta Rika.
I know.
So you're raising this talented kid.
Yeah.
How are you protecting her from the bullying? Because I'm sure there's some people actually who would go and troll a child.
Of course.
So how are you handling that, raising this talented child? Because there are parents there who are raising similar children. Maybe they don't have that kind of exposure, but in their little way, unapata wale watoto, they are known in their circles, maybe in the estate or in school, but they also get some trolling. How are you handling yours so that you can encourage another parent out there who is raising a child that is popular and they don't know what to do when these trolls come?
So, let me tell you, it was a very hard decision first for me to allow Rika to be on social media. But I knew she needed to because of how where she's going and the kind of things she's doing. And that's why I agreed for her to get on TikTok and stuff. Now, does it mean she's on TikTok? No, because I run the account. I choose what she sees, if she has to read any comments, I choose what she has access to. Yeah. Nowadays, where we are at, imefika mahali, I'm giving her access to some mean comments for her to see the way the world is. You know, because everybody's always like, oh, we love you, oh, we, you know. But I like, when I see like a mean comment, I let her see it so she knows that some people are actually evil. So I've been trying to learn how to prepare her to the kind of mean world we live in, to the kind of trolling world we're living in. Not at hardly, like, yo, you know, there's this thing. No, I just let her be pole pole. Now, the greatest challenge, even for me, is not even about trolls, is pedophiles. There are so many pedals in social media, it's crazy. And in Kenya, there are so many. And you know, we are ignorant. You know why? Because Jessy, you'll see me post a beautiful picture of my 8-year-old and you're like, ooh, sexy. Right? Do you know what's that? What's going on through your mind?
You're a pedo.
You're a pedo. Exactly. But what us guys will be like, hey, Jessy, tumekuona, tumekucheki.
Chunga jela, kamiti inakuita.
That's how we
won't correct
no,
the pedo.
No.
Tunamwambia tunakucheki, ngoja kafike 18.
Kafike 18, exactly.
Kanaweza.
Exactly. Imagine. So I've been taking time to read those comments and look at individuals who post that, just to understand that Kenya, we've welcomed pedophiles and made them feel like they're part of us, like it's a norm. We are so much against LGBTQ, but for pedophiles is nothing. Enda huko ushago, utapata kama mshushu mali kameketi unapita kanasema, hey, wewe, you know, because kutoka wa shushu wetu, kids, kuambia, sexualize kids or whatever, it's never a big deal. It's never been a problem. And that's why utasikia huyu amerape mtoto, umeona kwa news leo. Was it a 9-year-old?
Yeah.
Akaekwa jela. Is it for 2 years? Yeah. Akatoka. What did he do again? He raped the same kid again. You know, why would a rapist be allowed to go back to the society? Someone who's raped a 9-year-old, a kid. Why? Because I'm not saying we're okay with it, but it's because we are not serious about it. The government does not take these stories of pedophiles really serious. It's not a big deal. Let's impeach Rigathi. That's more serious. Important. You know, so every time I look at these things and I'm like, probably one day I should take it upon myself to get the contacts of these people who do such comments and then maybe go to DCI and say, okay, here, these are pedophiles. What are you going to do with them? Unfortunately, the other day I was seated in a social place and we had some big people there and we were talking about children's rights and you know what these pedophiles can be done for. Apparently, there's nothing very strong that can protect them in the Kenyan government. Did you know that?
Ngoja niingie Saudi Menti. Ngoja nishinde hiyo kiti.
Bro, I pray you do and I hope you take that seriously.
You're here, you're my sister. Rika is like my daughter.
Exactly.
You'll see.
But you know,
and I'm raising a daughter also. You'll see. And others that I've adopted in my Jessy Foundation.
Wow. Kids
so we have to
be serious.
Them. We need to protect these girls also.
We need to. People need to take it a bit more seriously that kids are actually not protected. You know,
you show Rika those comments?
No, not those ones because she hasn't reached an age where she knows about, you know.
Mambo na sex.
Yeah, she doesn't. But things like somebody says, your hair looks bad. Something like such a comment, you know, I'll show her. But anything else that's that direction, no. But one thing I can say is that some parents have called me and told me, Pierra, get your child off social media. I'm like, why? That place is full of pedophiles. I'm like, pick up your damn phone, call that pedophile and tell them the same. My child does not have a problem. The pedophile has a problem. Change that mindset. Ukiona mtoto wangu ameangiliwa na pedophile, why are you coming to tell my child to run? You get that pedophile, mpeleke police station. If it's your child, mwenye umesikia amesema, Nyash, huyo mtoto wako discipline that child. Don't tell my child, don't wear tight pants. You know what I mean? Let's not justify the wrong. It's the same thing as rape. When people look at rape and say, but that chick was wearing a short skirt. You know, she didn't deserve to be raped. The problem is not the chick who's wearing the short skirt. The problem is the rapist. The same thing with pedophiles. The kids are not a problem. The kids cannot be limited to not being on social media because there's a pedophile there waiting for them. No, do the way the states do. Have you seen the states the way they set them up? Mnaweka katoto hapo, next time that pedophile is chatting with the kid. Mnachat seo juu na chat na nani? FBI unakukujia tu. If that was done in Kenya 2, 3, 4 times, I'm telling you no one atafungwa mdomo. Wakenya ni waoga sana. With law, atuseme huyu amefungwa 10 years because of
chatting with a kid or commenting on Instagram about Rika.
Yeah. So I feel the government needs to do a lot to be honest. These kids are in the streets. Umeona pale Lavington. By the way, I'm so passionate about this thing, I'd go crazy. Kids, girls, small girls, they are jumping around there. I'm like, oh my God, these kids are not on social media. But do you know how many pedos are passing here every day in their cars? Ama wametembea, and they're looking at this kid and going like, do you know? But since there's no law, since there are no cops that will guard that, kesho unasikia a kid has been raped, pregnant, ule 13-year-old, na kameza. How did that happen?
Don't worry. Nikiingia 2027 South Imenti.
The kid is from South Imenti.
The kid is from South Imenti.
13 years old. Pregnant. By a cop. Is it a cop? No, a guy who knows the cops.
Yeah.
Yes. And until today, nothing has been done about it. The guy walked free.
We need to wake up. Parents, let's wake up. Tusilale, tukae tu tuangalie. Until it happens to you, then you know how serious it is.
Yeah. And people will blame you and blame your child.
Keep protecting Rika.
Yeah. We maombi nayo. I pray for my child. There's something I've never told you, Jessy. Do you know why we are so blessed and why my child is so blessed? And I think we're friends, you know this. When I got knocked up, when I got pregnant, and shit happened, me and my big stomach, not big then, it was small, the first thing I did was an HIV test. And I was like, God, please, give me one more chance, you know? And I found myself, you know, not positive. And I was like, thank God. Now went, checked a heartbeat, and I found I have a heartbeat. And I was like, okay, now here we are. I have a heartbeat. At least I am not HIV positive. So where do I start from scratch? Do you know what I did? I got in the car. And this is always a testimony I always say. I drove to Nairobi Chapel. I got in, parked my car, went in church and knelt down. Jessy, I prayed. I cried to God like, I almost said like shit. You know, like I really cried to God. And I was like, God, now do me a favor. The reason I'm here is just to ask you for one thing. One thing. Ask for anything and it shall be given to me. I'm asking for only one thing. I want you to be the father of my child. And I was having a conversation with God, and I was like, there was an angel that was like, what do you mean, father? And I was like, what I mean by father, I want you to be the earthly father of my child. I might not see you physically, but I want you, in your own all-knowing structure, be the father of Rika. And I'm telling you, by the time I was walking out of that door, the answer was yes. I did not have a job, remember? You remember I DJ'd until I was 9 months?
Yeah.
Right after giving birth, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a life. I can't pay rent. I can't do shit. You know, we never slept hungry. I adjusted from a 3-bedroom to a small, okay, this place is really big. A small thing with my 3 months baby. I used to put my baby here kwa bubi na drive and looked after a job. But I never slept hungry. And then God elevated me from one place to another. And I never, even in that situation, I didn't compromise myself. I had offers, 1,000,001 offers. But I was like, you know what, God? I think you can get us out of this problem. Ever since, we've never lacked. And anytime I face a really hard situation, I'm always like, God, I can't handle this. Since you're the father of this child, can you handle this?
And it comes through.
And it comes through, I swear to God. And that's why today, when I say my child is protected, she's really protected, even from social media.
So did you make that decision to pray to God to be the father of your child, and also at the same time make a decision that you don't want to be to let the father of Rika to be in her life?
No. I have never denied the father's room to be there for his child. He's just never been there. I don't know, if I say this, it will sound like namtetea, but I have no beef with him. I think this happened when he was not in a space to be a father. Exactly. And I'm not going to blame him. That's him. It's a him problem. But anyway, that is what he went through. As much as he got somewhere and he was able to be a father to somebody else and, and still gave his all to the other side, it is okay. Probably was not ready to be
a father
to Rika or to
me,
to be my husband, or to be family with us. And let me tell you, that is very okay. Because even I wouldn't want to be forced to be with somebody. You know what I mean? You might be okay to date somebody but not have children with them. And that is totally understandable.
And you may have children with this person, but you don't want them to be your partner.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's still okay.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't like pointing fingers at anybody because I'm not holy. I don't know what I would have done if I was in this situation. But when I see somebody not emotionally be there for their children, it is weird. But I'm not blaming them. There's a reason why they've chosen to be like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but has he ever reached out that like he wants to be in Rika's life now that maybe she's very popular?
But unamjua hata wewe Jessy. Unamjua bana. Unamjua
anaweza
show up.
I'm an interviewer. But I don't. Okay. Because I know him.
Yeah.
But it feels weird also me talking.
I know.
I'm just like no, don't.
But
I was just like I asked that question out of wondering. He's never reached to ask. Nimeuliza tu kama beshte yako ule wa no.
I know. Even me.
Nimwambie Buddha.
Maybe you should. But let me tell you, me and Rika's dad. I'm telling you, such an amazing person, and we are friends. If we met right now,
isn't stories out tumeingia stories zetu bana. Poleni kidogo.
He's a nice guy.
Look at Rika and imagine.
Oh no,
anafanana na baba yake.
But you're right.
Naweza hata kusema hivyo watu waanze ona. Jessy. Ofweneke. No. Jalas. No. Obrina. Too dark. No. Chachi. Where is he? No. MC Tricky. Kanikakondeza. Nana. Watafanya.
I know.
Hawatapata.
They won't. Let me tell you, me and the dad are very good friends. Not very good friends. Okay, we are friends. Right? I would have taken him to court and said, you need to provide by force, But as I always say, why? What for? If court was to make a person love their children, then I would go. But I wouldn't force somebody to remove money for my child. Why?
If they want to find.
Yeah, if they want, let them do. If not, let me work day and night.
What are you telling young girls that are raising children by themselves, and the dads are deadbeats and maybe they are able to provide, but they don't want? So what are you telling them? You're telling them not to tell their baby daddies to take care of them?
Why are you telling them? Why are you telling them? He needs to do it. He needs to use his brains and do it. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Only Merus take care of their kids without being called. Most of them. But
let me tell you something, Jessy. What I mean is, imagine me coming to tell you, if you're the father of Rika, please pay school fees. You really mean you don't know that you're supposed to be paying school fees? Then I tell you I'm going to call cops on you.
But
come on.
There are some women also who've created and who've made it very difficult for these fathers to even be there. They are a problem to the men, okay? The woman is a nuisance and a pain in the eye.
How?
For this what?
How?
To this man. Like ni msumbufu, ni sumbua. Mpaka amemsave, sumbua.
Guy.
But that sumbua person, maybe will change. Because I also don't understand how the sumbua person came to be. Na huyo ndio ulilala na yeye.
Thank you.
But the sumbua person, anakusumbuanga in a way as a man, because men need peace. Anakusumbua in a way that you don't want anything to do with her. You might love the child. Si mtoto wako pale. You might love the child. But hii sumbua iko hapa mbele kila wakati. Don't you think there's some women who've created that environment, toxic environment, buyer that they don't give the father a chance to be there for the child?
No.
That the man decides, you know what? I love the child, but
I'll stay away.
I'll stay away.
Now, let me tell you. Now, those are two different things. Those are two different scenarios. Now, that scenario is where children's welfare comes in. Or children's court comes in. Where there's really beef. You know, you want the child, I want the child. You know,
but
I want to take, but we don't want each other. And then probably start frustrating you by telling you, no, you can't have. You're like, but I want my children. So you saying, okay, you take them and go is not a good thing. It's not a solution. Now, then I feel, then go to court. Let court decide 3 days, you have the child, 3 days, you have. That is fine. Co-parenting. You're forced to co-parent because like you both
na huyu anashinda hapa akikutusi ukidrop watoto.
Sasa
because when you got someone else. Don't you think they are men when they
sasa hapo
nyamazishe.
Mwambie, by the way, nyamaza. I have this other woman. I've moved on. I do not want you. Period.
But I want the child.
I want the child. 3 days you have the child.
Lazima unataka mtoto. Kama apiti mimi utaona.
No, that's a problem. No, that's a problem. What you do?
Nitakufanya vile utaamini. Now Musa alifanya vile tablet alikoganisha chini. Mtakoganisha maisha yako chini. You break into pieces.
Go to court and then now issue those as threats and stuff.
No, and say,
no, wacha mtoto akae. You're being lazy. No, the thing is, put it discipline, put it on writing. If I come to pick my kids, distance is like this. Court allows that, I think. Yes, it does.
Okay.
But the other scenario I was telling you is like me, where a man has decided, oh, nimekweka mimba. Boy, bye.
Sorry.
It's been real. That's a you problem. You see that one, and you're there, umeisha, kimekuramba. What do? So me, I go back to him and tell him, umeniweka mimba, kuja ulipe school fees.
Hata hujamtumia ile ya listen. You know?
No.
Hapa tuko kwa hii situation ni aje, unaonaje? What's your role?
No, I mean.
You didn't offer that?
No, I did. Let me tell you. Just unanijua. Me, I'm not that one person to be. I never ever saw myself as a single parent. Never. Me, I'm this person who believes in love. Rather believed in love. Me, I love love. You know, I love
love.
I love love.
You love being loved.
Yes.
You know, being called a girl too.
Yeah, me and these people want to cook for my man, and they comes home and there's food and there's, there's love. I love that.
What's preventing you from having that?
Right now? Me, I want to sijui wako wapi. I don't know where those kind of people are. Mapenzi yako lakini sasa.
Unayo lakini wengine
hawaioni maybe. But let me tell you, I'm not going to compromise myself just to prove a point to people. Me, I know the kind of love I'm looking for. And if I don't get that, imagine I'm not going to, no.
Mtakatu.
Wacha tu nikae.
Hakuna hata wala wamekuja.
Wako, let me tell you.
Na wakai hivyo unasema. Out of 55 million Kenyans,
sijapata the one.
25.37 men in this country. Haujapata? Hata Muganda.
Sijapata.
Hata Rwanda. Panange Murundi.
Me, let me tell you, me on a red flag.
South Africa. Nigeria. Okay, we say Nigeria, no. Okay, hakuna wale wamekaa. You can look like a king in the house.
There are many actually. You know, there are many men, but
you're spoiled for choice.
No. Until a man speaks to my soul, then he's not the one. And I'll know when that person is there. But you haven't told
them the language of your soul.
That somebody needs to know. You just need to look at me.
How do you want me to know the language of your soul without you telling me the language that you want me to talk to you?
Why are you trying to be sexy?
Because I know there are sexy men out there. Tell me what you want, baby. Tell me about your love language. Tell me the kind of language you want me to talk to you. Because women sometimes expect us men to know what you want without you telling me what you want. No, you find out. That's bullshit. Don't ever tell a man, you find out.
No,
I'm here. What do you like? You find out. That time of finding out, why don't you just tell me?
But now, if I tell you right now, this is what I like.
Yes.
Sindio,
I'm going to do that.
You will do it. Yes. And then tomorrow you do it for this other person.
No, that's not what the other person wants.
But no,
the other person wants something.
If I want a G-Wagon, the other lady there might be wanting a G-Wagon.
No,
what I'm trying to say is that...
Alafu bado
110. That is the thing.
Kama niko na pesa.
That's the thing. Can you just be faithful? Nowadays, it's so hard for men to be faithful.
No.
For people in relationships to be faithful. You know what? Me, I'd rather not make a vow. Right now, I think marriage is my problem. Let me just be honest.
Si useme tu hivyo. Yani story yote nisema tu marriage is a problem.
Marriage is a problem. Let me tell you, first, I don't believe in divorce. Then secondly, I don't believe in being in bed alone at 9. Mtu hajafika nyumbani. Tena hajafika nyumbani, nimeketi hivi na ngoja. Imagine kaa kwa apartment yako nika kwa yangu tunapatana. We are good to go.
That's the kind of relationship you want.
I'm telling you, I'm more happy with that than getting in marriage. One, to prove to people that I can be married, I'm married. And then, bro, here you're going through a lot of shit and I'm going through whatever and I'm start cheating and you start cheating and
No, good men are out there. Open your eyes.
Just even you, I'm telling you. Right now with your girlfriend, say tutoke hapa hii set nikwambia, we'll pass through and have dinner. Most probably you won't say no. Most likely, you see, it's so love has become something else. So let's not commit.
Let me encourage you, my dear. Don't close up your life.
No,
Don't close up your heart for love. You know, love that is worth being loved is fought for. Love that is worth being loved is chased by the person who believes in that kind of love.
What? What did you just say?
You haven't let yourself be chased.
Let me tell you, I have. Do you know me? I've been really long relationships. Like long time. I'm like a relationship kind of a person. Apana. Staki.
In my circles of guys.
By the way, sijasema I'm single. Why naweza kosa kwenda nyumbani leo? Jessy, sijasema I'm single, okay?
You're not single?
I'm not single. I just don't want to get married.
Huh? You're in a relationship with a guy you don't want to get married to?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
Hatujafika hapo.
Okay. What do I say? Love is a beautiful thing.
It is indeed.
Find love.
Does it matter the sex?
Yeah, it does. Don't worry, it's a pre-recorded
No, I'm kidding.
show.
I'm kidding.
It's a pre-recorded show. Nobody's watching us live.
Oh, no, like, what if I was gay? Like, if it's a chick, maybe that's what I like.
Sasa hiyo utajipanga kwa sababu mahali sisi tumetoka hatujafunzwa vitu kama hizo. Hatujafunzwa mwanaume na mwanaume ama mwanamke mwanamke.
Let me make
mahali iko ni mwana.
I'm actually not straight.
You are very straight.
No, I'm not straight.
Enda ukadanganya watu wengine lakini wewe nimekuona na jamaa kuna ndevu hivi.
Tuamalize hapo hiyo. Actually, I meant I'm not straight, I'm just curvy.
Hata ujaribu kusema
wewe nyamaza ati menya nini wewe unaweza nitoa siri zangu hapa. No. But I believe in love. Where? Nani?
Huyo. Anyway. Pierra, Makena, love is a beautiful thing.
It is.
So harusi ni lini?
11th December.
Woo! Kuna harusi ya Pierra, it's coming.
Let me tell you.
Nitakuwa kwa lineup.
When usema?
Mimi nitakuwa kwa lineup ama nitakuwa MC. Niambie nijuange mapema. Juu kama ni MC lazima ning'are kuliko groom. Kama ni kwa lineup. You may be the groom.
Let me tell you, on 11th of December. It's a very, very special day for me. I think most people will see it kwa mtandao.
Gekobwa
Don't say anything.
11th of December kuko na kiadho.
Yeah.
Kia Makena na mimi nitakuwepo. 11th of December mtaona kiadho vile itakuwa. Happy day.
Cheers to God being nice to us.
Wewe Amero ndani ya nyumba. Tore Oku, the most beautiful DJ of our time, female DJ from my county, Meru County, 012. One day I'll be your governor.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, one day. It may not be today or tomorrow, but one day I know, inshallah. In Jesus' name, it's going to happen. Yeah, so yeah, Pierra Makena on Jessy Junction. Thank you for texting me and telling me, commenting there, telling me letulete the super duper DJ Pierra Makena, Mama Rika. And of course, wala nataka Rika akuje. I'm gonna bring her in the next episode of Jessy Junction. Rika akuje na atuambie, anatafutia mami daddy. Ama ni daddy. So keep it right here. Keep subscribing on Jessy Junction. Keep commenting, and of course, share with your friend. Wajue Jessy Junction is back. I've been your host, MC Jessy. See you next week. God bless you.